Today we're scrapbooking with a sketch. This is the December sketch from the Let's Get Sketchy blog. I'll post the sketch in the upper right corner of the screen. I'll also link to the Let's Get Sketchy blog down in the description of this video. Welcome back to Emilee's Paper Caper, where you'll find inspiration to scrap your stash and get some pages done. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and bell icon now so you won't miss any ideas. I'm going to alter this sketch that is meant for a single page and a single photo for a 2-page spread that will feature 6 photos. The page title will read Destination Disney. I already have the page title ready to go on this journaling card. I'm just going to add the date and the names of the people who took the trip. Before I get too involved with setting up the page and mounting the photos, I want to go ahead and get the journaling, or a lot of the journaling, done. I'm going to use this tag pocket card to journal on. I'd encourage you to always journal on your pages. At least put a date, place, and names. I think of journaling as who, what, when, where, and why. If you can capture most of that information, it will really help you recall the memories, and it'll help other people understand what's going on the page. I plan to do some additional journaling on this page, but I want to get at least half of it out of the way before I start laying things out. Now that journaling is done, I'll set these things aside, and I want to create some triangles to adhere to the left-hand side of the page and the right-hand side of the page. I've decided to alter this sketch so that it'll work with more photos, and so I'm only going to use the triangles on the far left and far right of the page. I'm going to double mount the triangles. The sketch shows 3 layers. I'm just going to do 2, and I'm going to start with a 7 by 7 inch square cut in half, and then from the Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse pattern paper, I'll cut a 6 by 6 square and then create triangles out of that. Off camera, I've adhered the triangles together and then mounted them to the sides of the pages. Since the cut-apart cards and pocket cards that I'm using have pretty nice bright colors, I'm also going to select some photo mats that have bright colors. I do have a basket full of photo mats that I'm trying to use as part of my 2019 New Year's resolutions, and so I'm trying to continue to use the mats available in the basket. If you'd like to see more about my journey with my 2019 resolutions, I'll link to that series of videos down below in the description. Off camera, I'm going to adhere all the photos to these photo mats, and then it will be time to start arranging things on this page. With 6 photos and several elements that I want to use as embellishments, I want to make sure that I arrange the photos so that they look good, but also there's some dead spaces in the photos, so I'll probably let a couple of them fall off the edge of the page. I can also allow things on the page to overlap because some areas of the photo are really not needed. I probably spent about 5 or 10 minutes futzing and rearranging the elements on the page until I got what I was looking for. Now it's time to adhere everything down, and I'll do that off camera. I think you know how to adhere things to the page. Now that everything's adhered, I can snip the elements that fall off the edge of the page. This technique allows me to fully use the space, and I'm just always careful to make sure that there aren't any important elements in the pictures that I'm going to cut off. We had fun documenting our trip to Disney, our flights, and our ground transportation with some selfies and photos. I want to be sure to record these memories, so I'm putting numbers on each of the photos, and then I'll add some journaling to explain what the pictures are representing. With my journaling pen, I'm just going to write the numbers and then describe the photo, when and where it was taken. We arrived at the airport very early that morning because we had a 6 o'clock-ish flight, so we had to arrive at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and we documented every step of our trip. We documented the bus ride to the resort once we arrived in Miami. We even documented the line waiting for the bus to the resort. This is a fun memory, and we were so looking forward to this trip. We even took a picture of the magic bands when they arrived at the house about 2 weeks before the flights. If you're not familiar with Disney, magic bands are what you use to enter the parks, and you can also pay with them, and if you have your payment associated with them, and you can also even use them as a room key. Because I'm adding these extra details, this page will have more journaling on it than I generally like to add to a page, but in this instance, I think it's important to tell the details behind these photos. This 2-page spread will go into our Disney trip album. I'm going to follow up here at the end with some close-ups of the finished page. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you'll have fun and keep on scrapping. Ciao for now.